Your brain is being hijacked right now as you watch this, and you don't even know it. The back door to your mind is open, and 99% of people don't even know it exists. It's a discovery that was made in 1914, and it should have stayed buried, but it didn't. Instead, it was used to manipulate millions of people, to make them do things they never wanted to do, to make women smoke, nations fight, and complete strangers stampede to buy things they never needed. It's the same playbook, the same psychological trigger, the same invisible string. The man who started it all wrote, "We are governed, our minds molded, our ideas suggested by men we have never heard of." He called it the engineering of consent, and it's being used on you right now, every day. The ad that reads your mind, the video that makes you buy things, the post that makes you furious, it's all the same. The same dark psychology that built empires, toppled governments, and created billionaires. So the question is, do you want to remain the puppet or learn to become the puppet master? Sigmund Freud identified the unconscious mind as the actual force that drives human behavior. He developed these concepts to heal patients, but his nephew, Edward Bernays, took those same ideas and used them to manipulate the masses. Before Bernays, people only bought what they needed. After Bernays, they bought what they desired. He discovered that by appealing to emotions rather than logic, you could persuade a nation to fight in a war it didn't agree with, convince women that smoking was an act of independence, and use Freud's discoveries as a tool for mass manipulation. Freud was horrified by how his work was being used, yet Bernays pressed on, believing that managing the irrational herd was the key to control. This moral ambiguity is the heartbeat of our story. In this video, we're going to unravel the dark lineage and show you how these same tactics, when used ethically, can become the most powerful weapon in your online business. You'll discover how you can harness the stolen science to turn strangers into raving customers. In Vienna, 1914, Europe was descending into the bloodiest war in human history. Sigmund Freud watched in horror as millions of civilized men turned into savage killers overnight. But this carnage confirmed what he'd been warning about for years, that beneath the surface of every human being lurked dangerous primitive forces, sexual and aggressive drives from our animal past that we desperately repressed. Because if we ever broke free, civilization would collapse into chaos. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, Freud's nephew, Edward Bernays, was living a completely different life. He was a small-time press agent promoting opera singers and circus acts in New York, but he was nobody special, just another hustler trying to make it in America. And then America entered the war, and everything changed. The government hired Bernays to sell the war to the American people. President Wilson claimed that America would fight to make the world safe for democracy. Bernays' job was to make people believe it, and he was disturbingly good at it. So good that when Wilson arrived at the Paris Peace Conference, Bernays witnessed something that would change his life forever. Massive crowds surged around the president like he was a god. The propaganda worked so well, Bernays had turned a politician into a rock star. The same psychological discoveries that were meant to heal individuals were later weaponized to sway nations, sell cigarettes, and make those who knew these dark arts of propaganda rich. But what if we could use these same tactics for good? What if we could harness the power of the unconscious mind to create a better world? It's a paradox that changed everything, and it's the key to our sovereignty. The firmware update is the key to unlocking our true potential. It's the escape velocity from the simulation, the biological drag that's holding us back. By applying the principles of Protocol 77, we can break free from the chains of manipulation and become the masters of our own destiny. We can create a world where people are free to think, to choose, and to live their lives as they see fit. So, what is Protocol 77? It's the culmination of our research, the distillation of the most powerful psychological tactics into a single, cohesive system. It's the tool that will allow you to harness the power of the unconscious mind to create a world of abundance, freedom, and prosperity. And it's available to you right now at sovereignsynthesis.com. The full protocol is at sovereignsynthesis.com. It's time to take control of your life, to break free from the simulation, and to become the master of your own destiny. Don't wait any longer. Join the Sovereign Synthesis today. The full protocol is at sovereignsynthesis.com.